Hey guys, in this video we will show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned to do not miss your next move. Here's Euro-Dollar weekly time frame, and as you can see this week we got this beautiful bullish engulfing candle right here. And even more, as you can see right now, price closed well below the monthly effective resistance level, but of course it should be confirmed through the pullback and higher high on the lower time frames, but we will back to it a little bit later. But as for now, back into the weekly time frame, we also can see that now price approaching a round number level 1.19, which also could stall the price for some period of time, because as you can see during our past consolidation, even if we have a minor breakout, then price stalled at 1.19 level, as you can see right here multiple times. But again, with that beautiful green candle right after the rejection of the 50 EMA and daily effective support level on the weekly time frame, we got a beautiful bullish candlestick setup, and I can easily expect a trend continuation movement to the upside within the next week if price will show for us a further confirmations on the lower time frames. And with that being said, let's go down to the daily and then to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas. Before we continue guys, we also want to share with you our VIP group performance. As you can see, we ended this week with a 2,200 pips profit. So great performance, and as always our VIP community includes a trading program, including our top 3 strategies for the day trading, for the scalping, and for the gold price action trading, and live signals. Also guys, if you want to join or check other details, links will be in the description and in the comment section below as well. Feel free to check it out, and also if you have any questions, feel free to reach to our support team and you will be answered as soon as possible. And without further ado, let's back to our analysis. So here's on the daily time frame, we also can see that we have a beautiful momentum breakout of our monthly effective resistance right here, and as you can see right now, we even have a rejection of our monthly level as well. So as you can see, we already have a beautiful bullish price action on the daily time frame. But again guys, as always, we have some concerns as well. So for example, as you can see here, we have our 50 EMA floating on the daily time frame, which always acts as a strong resistance factor. And that's why we should take into account this factor when we will discuss our trading ideas for the coming week on this pair. And with that being said, let's immediately move to the 4-hour time frame. So here's Euro-Dollar 4-hour time frame, and right now we can even clearly see that we have a beautiful short-term uptrend, since price is clearly making a higher highs and higher lows. But again, we should remember that here we have our 50 EMA floating on the daily time frame right at this zone. So with that being said, the most appropriate bullish scenario will be the following. We are waiting for a breakout of this structure level along with the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, and then we would like to see some pullback right to this broken structure level with a beautiful rejection price action as well. So here's our long trade views for the coming week. But guys, you should also bear in mind that currently price floating near monthly level, which represents a lot of power and strength, and even right now price can fake this level and go down. So we should be prepared for this scenario as well. And first of all, let's draw this beautiful trend line somewhere right here. So once price will be able to break this trend line along with the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, we may easily jump into the short trade, placing our stop loss right above the monthly level. So here's our short views for the Euro-Dollar as well, and with that being said, let's move on to the Pound-Dollar. So here's Pound-Dollar weekly time frame, and as you can see here, our weekly candle. And first we went up to test this daily effective resistance, but as you can see in the first time price failed to break right through it and went down, also breaking the weekly support level as you can see right here. So again, it's obviously a bearish price action since we got another rejection of our daily effective resistance levels, and which is more important, we got a breakout of our weekly effective support level. Of course it's still unconfirmed and we would like to see a further lower lows. But as for now, we established a bearish bias for the Pound-Dollar on the weekly. So here's Pound-Dollar daily, and here we can also see some bearish price action, and let's discuss it step by step. So first of all, as you can see, we have a red to green pattern right at a key daily effective resistance level. Then we have a beautiful momentum breakout of the 50 EMA on the daily time frame right here. And the last one, here we have a breakout of our weekly effective support level and then a further move down. But as you can also see, price failed to show for us a beautiful momentum breakout right here, right at the weekly level. That's why we would like to see a further lower lows even on the daily time frame to confirm that this breakout is true. So considering these factors in mind, we establish an unconfirmed bearish bias for the pound dollar on the daily time frame. So here's pound dollar for our time frame, and let's start with a bearish idea first. So as always, let's draw the structure level right here, meaning our previous low. So as you can see, in the recent time, we even have a rejection of this structure level right here, and with that being said, to enter into the short trade and to further confirm our dominant trend as bearish, we would like to see a breakout right through this structure level, and even more, we may jump into the short trade even without a pullback. But as you can see, price showing for us some rejection, and if the price will fail to do that, we should consider a bullish scenario as well. So as you can see here, we have a round number level, so let's draw the structure level right near that numbers. So boom, we got it. And as you can see, again, quite simple idea. So first of all, we would like to see a breakout right through the 50 EMA and through our structure level. And also, as you can see here, we have a round number level 1.38. And after the breakout, it will be better to see some rejections of the structure level or even of the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame to enter into the long trade. So with that being said, here's our views for this pair, and without further ado, let's move on to the dollar CAD. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and as you can see right here, we got another rejection of our minor structure level on the weekly time frame right here. So as you can see, we have a beautiful long wick candle, and we also have a third rejection in a row of this minor structure level on the weekly time frame. So obviously it could be considered as a strong bearish price action, and we may expect a further move to the downside, but all that we want to see is a breakout of this weekly level right here, because as for now, this weekly effective support level is the last factor that stalled the price. So again, we have an indecision bearish bias on the weekly time frame for the dollar CAD. So here's dollar CAD daily time frame, and nothing fundamentally to add right here, except that we have another beautiful bearish price action right here. Because guys, as you can see, we have a red to green pattern right at our minor structure level, and also all this happens once price approaching the 50 EMA on the daily time frame, which we know acts as a strong resistance factor. And as you can see, during the following day, we even have a long weak rejection of the structure level and the 50 EMA area, and then move to the downside. So with that being said, obvious bearish bias on the daily time frame. So with that being said, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here's dollar CAD 4-hour time frame, and as always, we will be looking for some short trade opportunities only after the breakout of this weekly level, since even if we enter right now, we have a very small potential to the next resistance factor, meaning weekly support, and also here we have a round number level 1.25. So to catch a beautiful big movement to the downside, we first of all, as always, would like to see a breakout of this weekly level as a trigger event, and then some rejections, which as always will act for us as a confirmation event. And when it comes to the long trade, as you can remember, here we have a 50 EMA floating at this structure level. And with that being said, to enter long, we of course would like to see a breakout right through the structure level and right through the 50 EMA on the daily time frame as well. But guys, obviously it's too early to discuss even a bullish scenario for this pair, since we are in a heavy downtrend and we have a higher probability for the trend continuation movement to the downside. And with that being said, let's move on to the gold. So here's gold, weekly time frame. And like we discussed in our past video, after this beautiful double bottom, we expected a move up, and here it is. So as you can see, during this week, price showed for us some movement to the upside, but after market closed, we have this choppy bullish candle with a long wick which is sticking out along the top. So as for now, it could mean for us that price further stall in the consolidation range between the daily level and this structure, but to discuss it more in depth, let's proceed down to the lower time frames. Because as for now, considering that price failed to make a higher high and further stall in the consolidation range, we establish an indecision bias for the gold on the weekly time frame. So here's gold daily, and right here we can see the main reason why weekly candle show for us a long wick which is sticking out along the top. Because as you can see here on the prices way, we have the 50 EMA, which as always acts as a strong resistance factor as well. But on the other hand, we can also see that the price show for us some bullish signs as well. For instance, we have a momentum breakout of the structure level, meaning a clear exit from the consolidation, and we also can see that the price show for us even some rejection of this broken structure level right here, because as you can see we have a long wick which is sticking out along the bottom as well. But guys, as always, for a clear bullish bias and clear bullish momentum, we would like to see a breakout right through the 50 EMA. As for now, we establish an indecision bias on the daily time frame for the gold. So here's gold for our time frame, and as you can remember, here we have our 50 EMA on the daily time frame. And guys, as you can also see here, we have a beautiful bullish price action through the red to green pattern, and we also have a beautiful long wick rejection of the 50 EMA as well. Back into our long trade idea, as always we would like to see a breakout through this structure level first, and then a higher high right from that level, which will mean for us a breakout of the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. And then for an A+ trade, we would like to see a rejection of this broken structure level as well. So this will be a beautiful A+ trade backed by a multi-time frame count length. But on the other hand, if the price will fail to break right through the daily 50 EMA, we may expect a pullback or even a trend change. That's why we should consider a bearish scenario as well. So as always, it's quite simple. We just put a trend line right here, and once we got a breakout of the 50 EMA and of the trend line on the 4-hour time frame, we may jump into the short trade and first of all target the support level right here. So here's our views on the gold for the coming week, and without further ado, let's move on to the US oil. So here's US oil weekly time frame, and as you can see, after multiple rejections of our daily effective support level right here, price finally break right through it and go down, which actually means for us a bearish bias, and right now we can expect even a move down right to this monthly level. And with that being said, as for now we establish a bearish bias on the US oil on the weekly time frame. So let's move on to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our trade idea for the following week. So here's US oil 4-hour time frame, and right now we can build a beautiful trend continuation structure on the 4-hour time frame. So let's do this. First of all, let's draw our minor resistance right here. As you can see, we have multiple rejections of it in the recent time, and then let's put a trend line as well right here. As always, we are waiting for a breakout of this trend line, which will act for us as a trigger event, and we may jump even without any pullbacks, placing our stop loss right above this minor resistance and above the 50 EMA as well. So our first obvious target will be the bottom of that trend line, and then price may proceed down even further right to the next monthly effective support level. So guys, thanks for watching. Press the like button if you like the analysis, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. Also consider to join our VIP group as well. All links will be in the description to the video and in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. So again, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and see you the next week.